instruction. They had a very, very clear idea. So I'm leaning GODSENT all the way, Richard.
Well, you were about to find out then whether GODSENT are going to be able to do the unthinkable and bring it home on Nuke for 2. Let's get it underway, guys.
Yeah, pressure's on for Triumph, right? Obviously, waiting in the wings is bad news bears, not an easy victor to face up against. So
they've also looked pretty good this event.
Yeah.
Tough game yesterday versus Pain, but yeah, this whole side of the bracket, very difficult here for GODSENT if they want to make their way. For both Triumph as well. You gotta remember that this is just their first best of 3 they would end up winning. Gotta win one more to qualify. And is this the way to start? It's a ramp take for Triumph.
Yeah, right into the Lion's Den though, 2 CT players, and try and wrap the CT spawn, try and go towards Hell side, but they are denied entrance. Luckily, lots of util for B. You could even smoke the windows, but instead they tried to take control, and Cooper flying through the window with the headshot. It's Phelps now getting a lot of damage off. Can he finish it? Oh. No. Cynic escapes through the double door.
How?
3-on-3 retake. Got the kit as well, certainly. Oh, fireball, and this is ridiculous. Just random shots now, finding Shake.
What?
And all the headshots coming through. Cynic needs a clutch, and he's getting pressured. It's going to be GODSENT on the board. No waiting around. And yeah, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be really cool, because I haven't had enough of a taste test from GODSENT. I didn't get what I wanted from that extra salt game, but this could be really good for them.
Yeah, what a start as well. That's 3 for 3 now for pistol rounds.
Damn.
Yeah, another situation as well where we see Triumph getting the bomb down, so they choose to buy. We'll see if they'll have more success with that on this map. But it's the right choice. 2 SMGs on GODSENT here on Lado and Taco. They're the ones with a whole lot of nades as well. Phelps being smart, buying that AUG for outside. It's the angle that we keep on referring to. Hard to clear. But he's not even needed. Dumao with an AUG of his own.
Slaughter.
Yeah, maybe I am on the GODSENT train here a little bit.
Oh, I like that. I like to hear
maybe I'm
that.
gonna pull up Nico. I'll change my prediction.
Yeah, it's round 2. I think those are the rules. You're allowed to do it in round 2.
No, well, listen. Well, it's
like a 30-day.
Not like it matters, you know. Once the game is live, yeah. Once the game is live.
Yeah, you called GODSENT as favourites before the game anyway, didn't you? Oh no, wait. I think we were both in there. I don't even know at this point.
Yeah, no, I did, Hugo. Yeah, I definitely did.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I remember.
I said 2-0 for GODSENT.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
absolutely.
True. Well,
I don't like how this
back.
alliance that's been made between you two and your prediction
It's better than being enemies.
ways.
I much prefer it.
That's all it makes me want to do, man. It just makes me feel sick to my stomach. Look at this. You got the pistols. You got just the pistols, and it's really just pistols here for Triumph. So it should be a round on the board for GODSENT. So would have to go really awry. I used to think you pronounced that Ori. Not even kidding.
Why?
I don't know.
All right. Demel's AUG is dirt right now. Like another multi-kill from him. Easy peasy. Cynic, 1-on-4.
Yeah, I don't know how many people had the Deagles or pistols that round for Triumph, but not a fan of rounds like this. Just eco and some pistols spread out, see if you can do some damage, but they just tend to be very bland. Get the 1 kill though on Taco. Can't remember now if he still had the SMG or not, but he affords himself an AWP.
Ooh, big Taco. Maybe Dumal doesn't care. He's happy with his scope. He's got an AUG.
Well, look, Taco's finally in the leadership seat. He can make these judgment calls, right? He's finally allowed to say, boys,
mate,
I'm taking the AWP. Yeah.
I ain't dropping shit.
Yeah. 3-0, my AWP. Locking down ramp as well. Look at the result as well. We have a double outside hold. We have a lot of control for GODSENT. So this is set plan. They don't worry about the fact that the AWP isn't yard bound. They've still got that real estate, and late smokes coming through means that these are perfect positions for GODSENT, right? Main ramp going to be denied by Phelps, and if they try and go lower, well, Dumal's here to stop it. So this is quite the trap laid by GODSENT. And Triumph, they should surely be on the worst end of it. That's a nice molly though. It forces Dumal's smoke and his reposition, but he just goes in for the fight. His AUG is not stopping. 2 kills before the trade. You cannot ask for more.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Phelps can hear them taking secret as well, so he calls for one of these players on A to drop down the vents and get set up. Lato's now here ahead of time. This is a lovely outside setup. Dumal getting away with a double there. That's far more than you could have asked of him.
3 in a row, 3 multi-kills in a row. He's had 3 pieces and 2 Ks. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, just so much information. Phelps wanted to actually push there, but he paced himself. They're in good spots, so that dinks the guy. Oh, another really good round here from GODSENT, leaving MLTM by his lonesome in lobby. Gets the 1 though, 1 on 3 now. 20 seconds left, bomb down. Not going to happen.
Come on, Taco, prove yourself as this AWP player. There it is. Deals with Motum at ramp. No room for the clutch. No respect given. And it's another one of these great starts out of GODSENT, man. They've been really, really good at getting away with these, even in the extra assault game, right? Like, they were finding success in those pistols, if you remember, and then going on to do quite well on the back of it. It's great to see that they can do this, man. Start off strong on your opponent's map pick. GODSENT are feeling great, whereas Triumph, probably in their own heads a bit, right? Not happy with how Mirage ended and not happy at all with how Nuke has began.
Yeah, on their T side as well, right? They're the ones directing the flow. They're the ones picking the fights and where they're going. So none of the options, none of their choices have worked wonders yet. Artem waiting for the molly to go up. This is good though. It's a nice little A execute. The flash is nothing to Lato. 3 Bs for him. Bomb drop, Deagle out. He's spamming, and somehow the tech beats him at range, but it will only be Shakezilla in the blink of an eye coming in from the main ramp. 1 on 3. He's going all the way round. I like this. Might get a little bit more value, but the longer time that goes on, the more positions will be considered by GODSENT. However, Taco, he is not looking in the right way. He's checking the ladder. Will that change in time? Shakezilla, free kill here. His Tech 9 is pretty gnarly on this guy. I've seen some shots from him before. Oh, I love it. He's really complicating this round. The molly as well even benefits him, as it would stall out a repeak. So they're expecting a bit of a delay anyway. And he's using that delay to reroute through the lobby. AUG 1 on 2. What could he do?
It's alright, big brain Phelps is here. Reads it completely like a book. Misses the shot though. Oh, God. Okay, we're good.
Whose lobby? Phelps' lobby.
Yeah, but again, Dumal, good performance from him. Taco does end up dropping the AWP for him this round.
Team player.
And it's another 2 kill for him. 5 rounds in, 12 kills, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's not had a multi-kill yet. It's been crazy. I mean, other than the pistol. Mad. Can he keep it up, though? Again, outside control by Phelps. No need to put the AWP there, they feel. Cooper's got his, however. Phelps still sat behind the garage. They never saw him there in that rifle round, right? They never knew that he stayed here the entire time. So it's another surprise for Triumph. They'll have to work out the hard way. But they're not interested.
1 timeout from Triumph, I think, last game also. It's already 5-0 for GODSENT. Love to see them calling some, even if they don't have a lot of ideas. All you gotta do is start talking to each other. Find the gaps. A slow lobby take though this time around.
Yeah, fake smokes as well. I wonder what that will do, because Dumal's got this angle from B, so he sees that no one's crossed red, no one's doing anything outside. They're telling their team to be ready for this top hit, and here it comes.
Yeah, this is a real test of what this A site can do to put a stop to one of these fast plays. Barton gonna get checked, but is still good for the double. They're pouring out through the hut, through the door, but the kills have come in to slow it right down. And for B, Wills and Cooper, chances of winning this are feeling low. Look at this, waiting in the vent, knife out as well. Wanting to really rub salt in the wound, as it were.
That's Dumal. Do you remember he started the series via Extra Soul
with the knife kill? Yeah.
Yeah.
He almost got 2, right?
He's still waiting. He's shooting on the ladder. Oh. Oh, the dead body. B-Will shoots at the wrong target. You hate it when the bodies are propped up, right? Looking like they're crouching, looking like a player. Nope. It's all a ruse. And man, you sometimes see these orgs come through, but this is the org meta right in front of your very eyes. Get ready. Remember this moment. They're buying 3 around, and they're looking insane, right? We've seen Dumao with some great shots. Right there, it's Barton above the hut roof. He knew the A play was coming in. He dodges the flashes, double kill off of his transfer. I love the orgs, man. They're really, really hard to deal with. And right now, trying for finding that out the hard way.
Yeah. We do see the timeout of these coming in from them. Some conversations. Cynic here being a bit vocal. But yeah, what a start for GODSENT here as well on map 2. There's another pistol buy. Half armor for Triumph. But yeah, haven't really had a lot of success so far this half. Had some inner takes, some outside smokes. I feel like they've been running and got some just good positioning. We see Phelps, the same spot again, has not been spotted yet, so gonna continue on. And they're making way too much noise here, Triumph, just because of the fact that Phelps has been in that spot. So the vision has always been there, but that's how you solve that. You just shoot your head off.
Flanks in though, Phelps sneaking in from behind, hasn't done this too early, hasn't been too loud either. They have no idea. Player of the bank giving away his position. Phelps continuing the spray, and he's got 2 as well. Oh, getting pushed is a bit awkward. Gun needs to come out quick, but not in time. Dropping down the vent for Barton, but he's got Shake with 1 HP, and he's sneaking in. Crazy play. And it's a perfect result. Doesn't get better than that for GODSENT. It may have got a bit out of control with that opening dig, but swept under the rug.
I am loving what GODSENT is showing us, man. I really, really am. Like, you know, Flaren, I'm sure you can attest to this. Those rounds can get very, very scary very, very quickly. Like, so many players say when you're up against like a kind of like Deg armor round, they're the ones that can feel terrifying, especially when that first kill goes against you, right? Because suddenly everything's kind of chaotic. You're not wanting to throw it away to the pistols. But
and
they
it
keep
opens
nice
up
and
so
calm.
much, right? Like the positioning there as well. You kind of, especially with 5 alive, just having one guy go down to the vent like Lado did. I mean, it costs us a lot of lost map control. So absolutely, those are dangerous rounds. We like to see them though. It does happen pretty often, but I like to see the Deagle rounds when it's nice 1-Degs. Again, Phelps, no one has cleared this spot yet. This will be the first time around. But he's been able to use that spot now 4 rounds in a row, has given him so much information.
Well, finally dealt with, spammed out from above the main, and Cooper uses that to cross. That's info that I don't think will be had. Maybe Phelps got it off his death cam. Lato checks it, but he looks... Oh, he doesn't look away. He's still here. Cooper cleared out on the cross, and B-Wells doesn't know, but they're coming from below as well. Dumao locking an angle on red with the flash, and now the info's there. I mean, GODSENT can just face it. It's the spam. It's brutal. Not much damage, but a lot of connection, a lot of info, and that's going to ruin your brain as well. 8-0 for GODSENT. What more can they do?
Would love to see Triumph just keep on going down lower. Got the bomb down there at least. Might be the first take. I was gonna say maybe Cynic will actually drop down vents for once, but no. He goes for the duel in mini instead, and was supposed to be a ramp take. So actually, I feel like he should have tried to make his way down vents.
Yeah, God flash into ramp as well as stalled him out. Oh, the wallbank's so close, ducks it. Oh, Dumao doesn't know how close he's gotten to taking 2 players out through ramp. He's going to finally find one as they get aggressive. Every time Triumph have tried to take Hell, they've met similar resistance, and it's never done them right. Always getting denied in this position. Flash dodge. There's another for Dumao. I would not want to be facing him with this form. He is 15-1 For
yeah, we
crying
gotta
out
start
loud.
avoiding the guy, you know what I mean? Like, he's obviously having a hell of a game. I'm also very surprised. We keep on seeing Triumph really want to, what seems to be avoiding downstairs. They haven't had much success with this upper bomb site. And here's another round over to GODSENT. Another 2-kill for Dumao. He's at 17. He's almost kept up with the pace.
This
2
is
kills
just
per round.
so. This
He's
is just
died
so
once.
cool. Yeah, I mean, this is sick, man. And you know, I think whenever you have someone like Dumao popping off like he is right now, it's great because so many of these setups, you know, in like the A bomb site is a good example, and towards the outside with Phelps, you always have like a spare player nearby to trade. It feels like the moment Triumph are getting one, there's like 2 more left to worry about, right? To re-peek onto you.
I'm glad Taco's not robbing Dumao of the AWP anymore. He's just bought another one. Said, yeah, fair enough, mate. You know, you can have it. You're doing all right.
So John G made an interesting tweet. He said, I want Triumph to win, but some of these GODSENT fans need a reality check. And then he said, well, we'll see one of them tomorrow.
Oh,
so,
love that.
Yeah. A little bit of spice from John G.
I was gonna note as well, by the way, Phelps went back to the same spot. I mean, he netted him a 2-kill last round as well. He's just been very active there overall, and this is a very strong position for information control.
Look at Shakezilla in the smoke. He's going to run through. Oh, he got a kill as well. I don't know how Shakezilla gets Tech 9 frags sometimes, but he's so good at nailing that headshot while running. It's going to be Cynic in a 1-on-3. He wants to go vent, but there's no bomb. It's in front of him in the open. Oh my goodness, now a player's just dropped in. That gives him a chance, but he doesn't know he's still checking rafters. He's cleared everything, mate. They can't be there. Now he realizes, but it's too little, too late. Barton with the close, and GODSENT 10-0. Oh. Man, we had, what, a 16-3 the other day? We thought that would be the most dominant game. Well, there's always a chance that that could be improved.
Yeah. No, especially the way that this is going, right? I feel like GODSENT is doing a really good job on the rotates here, but Triumph is really not putting them to the test either. When you're having so many difficulties on this T side, you want to try and, you know, separate the CTs a little bit more, create some more space for yourself so you're able to net yourself a frag or two. But if we keep on going back to these kind of weird lobby takes, we don't try and drop vents, we try and peek mini instead. And when we do go, you know, ramp take, we go under heaven, which is completely fine, but we want to break that in with, you know, going downstairs a little bit more and not just during the eco rounds, which we have found success. We've got the bomb down there as well.
Still looking for the top site right now. They're wrapping yard. Phelps this time is lower, taking the position that we've seen Dumao in before. They've swapped spots. Dumao's watching yard to deny that main wrap, and already 2 kills from Lato and Phelps, 1 apiece. Lato gets a double through the door smoke, and it's a done round. What on earth is that from Lato? Spamming the door smoke, killing 3 players.
All right, Taco. All right.
out.
You've got my attention in your little plucky GODSENT squad.
Taco's got 2 kills. He hasn't seen anyone since that AWP.
Doesn't need to, man. Like,
No.
this is great. Like, the idea that Taco could be someone to help bring up the new generation of BR talent is a very, very exciting storyline, right? Obviously, one of the
And look at the difference. They're
players.
zoned in, no screaming. They're not done yet.
I don't know. I don't see any flags being lifted. Is it even really happening?
Well, man, that's the thing as well. I think for guys like Taco, like, he knows that getting through this phase of the RMR is the beginning of a far longer journey, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's not someone who's gonna overestimate the accomplishments of his team or maybe overvalue them. I think he's a very, very grounded person. I have no doubt he's more than happy with what he's getting out of them right now. Fast A play, maybe a change of pace is what was needed. Barton in the site, about to get pressured, and is only good for 1. Finally, Triumph are in a spot, right? They're in with a chance, a 4-on-4 and a bomb plant found up at the A bomb site. Are they finally gonna break the 11-round streak that GODSENT have been on to find their first in round number 12? The retakes coming in, flash through heaven, and Dumao with the opener. creeping out. There's still players underneath, and Dumao in the air has deleted Motum. He's on the bomb, he's winning the round. They're wrapping Heaven, but the kill doesn't come in time. Oh, that is just gnarly.
That gives me a get right kind of feeling, right, with the old drafters on Nuke jumping around outside. And was it get right killing Device there, or was it Device killing get right?
No,
yeah, just flying through.
I will say this though, right before this sequence, Dumao is super smart. I don't know if people notice it. He drops his AWP before making that play. So even if we would have dropped and he would have died, this Tease would have never gotten the AWP. So he drops only having the Tech 9. The fact that he gets 2 kills there, I mean, absolutely insane performance from this guy.
What a legend. Doing that when you're 19-2, like, you've got full faith that you're going to get away with it, and of course he does, but he's even planning for every contingency. And now look at the moves being made. They're even watching the smoke. Cooper was holding it, for crying out loud. Dumao still wins the fight. The little one-way on the roof, and now Phelps just pushing his own utility. GODSENT are having fun with it, and you can barely blame them.
Yeah, such a performance. Phelps has had a great series as well. Even on Mirage, who's pulling out the numbers. Maya also, but as we pointed out, Taco not even having to be activated in this series so far.
But that is nice, isn't it, right? Like, it's not like he's been a liability, you know, losing ramp and his team winning the rounds in the retakes. No, he's been fine. He's been getting a kill when he needs to.
The life of an anchor player, you know? It's just
right.
Sit there, you see someone, you run down, you hide. The life of a...
We've not even seen ramp takes, really. And when we have, it's been, like you said, him backing up, but also trying to, like, pushing hell and getting dealt with there. A flawless round, Phelps flexing with 3.
The question now becomes, are we going to see the first 16-0 of the RMR?
Not anymore.
Well, Richard, as you've learned, you have just cursed it, so Triumph will now win their first round.
Man, this is not so, like, I haven't seen a game like this out of Dumao, either on Ye or Imperial, his 2 teams prior to this. Like, if this is the kind of stuff that Taco is going to be able to get out of this guy, a very, very exciting prospect in him, right?
It's like I said in the introduction, I think it's incredible that we're talking about Dumao and Barton on a team with Taco and Phelps, right? Those 2 guys really have a lot of potential and have shown that time and time again. And jinx that, I told you, back to bed.
Oh, Richard.
Back to bed. Night,
Get
guys.
back in your coffin, you little ghoul, right? You can't curse the living shit out of us, Richard.
Dumao hasn't
missed one horrible whiff.
Dumao hasn't missed his shot this game, but as soon as Richard says that the 16-0 is coming, he has the biggest whiff of his career.
Oh.
It's still winnable for GODSENT. The plant's been tapped, now going back. The plant's with a spree. It's messy. The lawnmower's out, and he's taking the bomb down. Loads of time, though. Forget the plant. You need the kills here if you're trying. If you're boxed in, surrounded in the B-bomb site. The doors are shut in your face. The wall for Phelps. He shoots through the window frame, and it's just pain for Team Triumph. 1v2 for Modem. Quick kill. 180 back to the door, but Barton is taking his time.
Oh, yeah, this is grimy. This is grimy out of Barton. I love it. Keep him guessing. Motum, though. Oh, look at the read. He's on the angle. Motum dead to Barton on the peak.
That's a 5-on-3.
And their first round denied. Yeah, 5v3 as they get into the B-bomb site. And yet still, GODSENT deliver the goods. Big stuff out of Phelps. Big bomb denial from Barton as well. And then he goes on to win the clutch. Oh, we might still get it. We might still get it.
Wow.
Yeah, Richard
only a
50%
curse operative.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm looking. Got skin in the game now.
It's all on the line for Richard, man. He's staking it all on the 16-0.
Oh, GODSENT have got to be laughing to themselves right now that this is still flawless. Like, where has this come from?
Man, the mental we've seen from these North American teams. You know, you have Bad News Bears completely capitulate yesterday. Now this, you've got to say, you know, I wonder if it's almost endemic to the culture with the whole you know, because with the MPL rosters, obviously, if it goes bad at the end of a season, you generally just chop out a player or two, right? So when the wheels start coming off, you have to wonder, right?
Oh, it might be happening with Dumao. Do not count him out.
He's on another level. Like, he is in the flow state. Dumao with the 1v2. This is a trial by fire. Tries to cover up the sound of the drop, but Motum doesn't fall for it. It's 1-14. We won't be getting a 16-0, but the little break we're about to take might be faster than the second half of play. Stick around, because we'll be back with the conclusion of this series in just a moment, and you definitely don't want to miss it.
Well, GODSENT very much in pole position, and because GODSENT are on the server, there will be no one to hear Triumph's prayers. Can they get back into this one? It's not looking likely. Let's find out.
Yeah, we got the dual Berettas. Dooley fans around the world rejoicing. But the guy who has them is on the team with 1 round, so maybe that's telling. Let's see what Cynic's able to do with his dualies.
Ramp is free right now. The mini-map. He's on the lower end of it.
Not Hugo.
Yeah,
you would be wrong. Actually, there is a man at ramp.
Casters don't have any game knowledge.
I love the strat. I love the strat.
This is the pistol I was talking about yesterday. This is very typical. It's a North American round. You don't get a kill on ramp. You go under heaven. You drop down, but they're ready for this. The dualies. Netting 3 kills.
It's that first bullet accuracy, man. That 1 bullet onto Taco.
And that's the first pistol for Triumph here as well, so far this series. 25%.
Cannot believe it. Man, this is sick.
While you're bringing up veterans of the scene, I'll tell you, one of Henry G's teams he played on way back when, the unfortunately named Crack Clan.
Okay.
Unfortunate for a number of reasons. Take your pick. He actually had a very similar situation where they lost first half 14-1, exactly like this, and then they got onto the CT side and were able to come back, and they won 14-1, and they won in overtime.
Oh. So anything's possible.
So are we about to get Henry Greer in the server? Oh, that's a nice shot out of Phelps.
Hugo stole his vocal cords, so he's kind of here in spirit, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure you hear that all the time and you hate people saying it. Sorry, mate.
You're not the first one, Richard. I mean, stole the vocal cords. That's a new one.
It's
I mean, we were, casting simultaneously.
Have you and Henry ever cast together?
Only on Summit. Last Summit, very briefly.
Oh,
you joined us for
of
a map.
course.
Yeah, or a series. Apparently, people get very confused. I feel like that's non-Brits, though. Like, anyone English.
I agree.
For the most part. But, like, I remember
it's overstated, mate. Massively.
Yeah. No, I also think years ago, my voice very different to what it was like 3 years ago.
Mate, I used to put a proper scuffed, like, American voice on when I first started. It's really quite cringe.
Oh, let's hear it.
No, God, no. It's like one of these things where it felt like that's what I had to do. And then I realized, well, if I just pretend to be someone else for the rest of my adult life, then that's who I am, and I'm not an American.
That's what all adults are doing anyway.
No,
mate.
That's true. Like, we're all just pretending that.
Yeah, it's all a big illusion, mate.
We know it's
I don't know what else to tell you. No, I went through the same thing. Obviously, when I had my media training back in the day, we were all told to have to talk like the guys on the BBC. So it was like, hello and welcome to the British Broadcasting Corporation. The time is 10:05. Oh, look, the Queen. And you had to talk like that, right? And obviously, I don't talk like that.
Pay your taxes and eat your gruel now.
Yeah, so in the national anthem at 1:15. So yeah, that's what we were trained to do. I was told I had to knock all the rough edges off my accent, and then Big Brother happened in the 90s, where it was like suddenly you had a guy who I don't even think he was from Newcastle, but he was doing a good job of pretending. He was like, oh, wait, he's in the diary room, like, and then everyone just started talking like that. Even newsreaders, suddenly you were getting the news in unintelligible Geordie gibberish.
That's how we really wanted to
live
it,
man,
right?
You're never going to believe about that pile up on the M25. I can't even believe it, man.
I can't even believe it.
Geordie D-man.
Geordie D-man.
But thank God that happened, or I wouldn't have been able to get into broadcasting. So.
Welcome back to the Great British Bake Off.
Yeah, Great British Bake Off, eh? Who's been stealing my baps, eh? Ah, kid. So yeah. Anyway, I'll go back to being quiet.
Broken Harry for a couple of rounds at least. His head in his hands. Oh. Well, Harry's vocal cord's now stolen. We'll put them on eBay for the right price.
You're right, Hugo,
No,
man.
not really. I'm trying.
I got tears in my eyes.
You really get back in here, Hugo.
Yeah, that's half my job,
14-4,
Robin.
first weapon round.
I love you, player, man. You're so good at bringing us back into the game. Trying to restore normality.
Yeah. Oh, Modern. Little cheeky corner. That's gone in. Oh, his barrel's given out, though. And the Molly, what a sweaty setup. GODSENT, they almost wanted that to happen. Through the smoke.
Oh!
A Taco with a nailed headshot to Cynic. And Phelps catching Cooper, trying to escape up the rafters into heaven. Now it's just down to the anchor man. B-Wells has to do something unthinkable. He is alone. And they flash through the smoke. No survivors and no casualties for GODSENT. 5 alive, 15 found. Is it GG, lads?
And even look at there, right? We mentioned it for Triumphs, and Phelps was using the same spot MOTM was for multiple rounds. Even the first weapon round here for GODSENT do a really good job in clearing that out. Smoke wall in, good timing on that. Everyone in at the same time as well, keeping all 5 members alive. And look at the buy here coming in on potentially match point for Triumph. Cynic hasn't even given up the dualies. Late or semi-late smoke wall outside. You tend to hold off a little bit to kind of listen if CTs would try and cancel that by a molly. So as well, good timing on all the nades. Smoke wall is out. Mollies everywhere where CTs can't stand. That molly actually fails by CT blue, so could be a bit dangerous. Pops running in here by his lonesome.
Oh, the timing. Cooper looks away. Taco just walks the smoke. Phelps is also in garage. What a mess. What does Cooper know? He knows something. He's hunting Taco. But even with this kill, there's Phelps to worry about. Stalling this shot. And now Phelps in the garage. Oh, Cooper's got a lot of tags. They're both sitting on the edge. Barton's found an A entry meanwhile. And so this might just fall in the sight. Phelps is just backing out into Motum, who came up from lower. And even though they're down a man, A is free.
Yeah, still a 2-on-3 situation though. Should be getting the bomb down here. Did you have 2 flashbangs and a smoke left on that CT side? But for the remaining players alive, at least there's no kit. Might be 1 down on the site though. Still a very risky situation to be in if you're Triumph. But look at the timing though. That should be another round here potentially. Unless Barton has something to say about it. He doesn't.
Yeah, the late wrap, he thought he figured out the timing there. He thought he could go all the way round, go back to heaven from ramp. The bomb was planted for it after all, but both players dead in the lobby. And so Triumph live to fight another round, at least 1 more.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is feeling a little bit like, you know, where you're in your car, the little fuel gauge is like ticked all the way down, right? And it's still going, and you're like, well, everything's fine right now, but eventually, you know, you could run out of steam here. Triumph need 10 in a row if they want to pull this back, Hugo. Why are you smiling at me?
No reason.
Okay, good.
I like
well,
the
look
analogy.
at this. Look at this. They're out. They're down the
Bye.
vent. They're into the B bomb site. They're going to be allowed to get a plant here. Test of Triumph in terms of retaking B, especially the fact they're in even odds is a little bit scary. Shakezilla, I like this, right? Getting there ahead of time, creeping out through ramp, getting himself very, very deep and situated within this B site. Now his teammates are rotating in. They've lost a player to the lurk back in lobby, and so now they sit a man down. This is where Shakezilla Might have to make a big moment happen here.
I'm so close as well. Oh, can they find the spam and get him off it? Cooper's found a kill, but that bomb needs to be tapped again. Cooper with a second. Now hunting. This bomb is so open. There's nothing they can do about it. The spray is connecting from Cynic, and I think he's got enough time to keep this game going on. Oh, Triumph just about on the last millisecond. And that's 6. I mean, it's not pretty. It's not clean. It's far from convincing, but baby steps, round by round, just trying to hold on.
Yeah, staying alive just by 1 member though, so still a good buy here. Cooper with an AWP, Shake Sola SMG only. Might be seeing a bit of an aggressive play from him. Again, they bomb down though for GODSENT. Gives them another good buy. Phelps with an SMG and aggressive play for MLTM here outside. Cooper is here to help him out. Gets the trade at least, 4 on 4, and is looking to get out.
Cooper could have a lot of fun outside right now. They're on the silo. That looked like a headshot, but he's got more opportunities. They're trying to cross red. Oh, he's scoped. He's double scoped, and Phelps is just going to Krieg him out. Uh-oh, the beginning of the end, potentially. Outside getting taken. Phelps spammed through the smoke. And Triumph tuck in. Some aggression from Shake is not a bad move here, but GODSENT are holding the roof of the lobby right now. They're going to be grouping back in spawn, just going and hitting a bomb site or taking ramp together. So Shake, he might hear everything here. The early warning system of Triumph, and oh, they're all coming his way. Do they clear it?
Ooh, they do flush out Shake Zulip. And now they start to carve this path down towards the B bomb site for Cynic and B-Wills, who are both still sat up on A. They've got to begin this rather terrifying task of rotating down lower. Cynic getting here early, could try and deny this bomb plant. I like this Lurk player left back in the lobby. And Barton, you know, he's able to, or Phelps rather, he's able to try and lock down anyone rotating in through this position. And with him not seeing anyone, they know it's likely a double vent or a secret rotation coming out of Triumph here. So these players in the site are just homed in on Decon. This is a very tricky round, even with the low HP on the GODSENT boys. They lose the first man in Barton. Dumau can't follow up, and B-Wills in with a third. GODSENT, I think, trying to just put this game to rest, right? Because everyone is fighting there. Everyone's just trying to stop that 2v3 from happening by removing the bodies before they can even get anything done. And in doing so, they give over, you know, 3 separate 2v1 fights to these players in the doors.
Yeah, the bomb's open for ramp. I feel like they just don't even need to face at all. Just the time alone can win you the round there if you Phelps, but like you said, just very kill hungry right now. And Taco, he's 4 and 13. Remember when he was 2 and 5? Didn't really matter, did it? At 14-1, but now he's having a bit of a struggle streak in this second half. I'm still not worried though. All it takes is 1 round, a couple of well-placed shots or a good call, and right now GODSENT might have it in this one. They've dropped a player down B, and I don't think Triumph even know. The door will give it away. It's a ramp split. They're going fast. Taco with the opener, and now if they want, they can wait for that B player coming up from below, spraying the smoke. Cooper dead to it. Phelps, he's so good at getting these shots through smoke. Cynic again is early down lower, but he is not convinced. He goes back up secret. B-Will's playing for the lobby, but these players are ending B by the looks of things.
Yeah, really tough spot to be in here. Even worse than the previous round. It's going to require a lot from B-Wills and Cynic if we want to try and go ahead and win another retake. Don't think we'll be seeing GODSENT overpeaking this time around either.
Yeah, there it is. That's the lock-in. They play it a little more safe, a little more slow, and they get it over the line. So for Triumph, that means their journey ends here, but the future looking bright for GODSENT if they can keep this up. Man, that was a great series out of these guys. I loved what we just got. We're going to throw this over to a quick break, and then we'll be back to break it down.